Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. I hope everybody's doing good first and foremost, but let's go ahead and get this disclaimer out the way before I forget, okay?
Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. All things said in today's show are alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, we request that you leave the live now. Enjoy.
All right, we got that out the way. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't even go through and pick the Pink Tech, thank you for the heart, me. How you doing this morning? I didn't even go through and pick out graphics to go with the segments, so we just gonna ride with the company. Well, I mean with the broadcast logo here. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. We want to start off. We got 4 today, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. All right, I got to get ready for the basketball game tonight. I got to go to my high school basketball game, my old high school basketball game tonight. So we're gonna jump right into it, so I can get this brought to you all, and then we'll go into having our day, right? And I hope you all be safe out there. Remember the protest today. It's a forgot what it's called, but people are walking out. It's a walkout today. So, but before we do that, let's get a PSA in here because my moderators are in here, and if I don't do it, I will be in trouble, and I don't like being in trouble with them. All right. So the PSA is: listen, we have 75 gold boxing gloves as our gifting goal right now. We got. We ask that you continuously double tap the screen, share out the live. Remember, if you share out the live though, only share it out to 5 people at a time. Make sure it's 5 people, because if not, the platform will think that it is false engagements, even though it's not. Pink Tech, thank you for the gold boxing gloves, beautiful. Knocking out the competition today is what we're going to do, for sure. So make sure you only send it to 5 at a time, okay? So you don't get in trouble, the platform don't get in trouble, and we can all continue to win here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click on the orange heart right over here. You click on that orange heart, go to subscribe. You'll get a badge put next to your name that says crew. Lets my moderators and I know that you are part of our news crew member team, as well as you get to use our own special stickers. Nobody else can use it except for subscribers. Be looking for it today, later on today, be looking for the visionette or the promo video that I will be posting for Bite Baddie's guest appearance on our show this Friday at 8 p.m. Again, if you haven't subscribed for that show, you want to make sure you become a subscriber so you can be in there. As we know, she is a survivor of sex trafficking, and as hard as it is for her to come to us and talk about the heinous things that she experienced during this time, she has stated that she will do it. She's going to fight back through all of the traumatic experiences and memories that she has of it. And she's going to fight through that just to bring it to us and bring it to other people who may be in need of that and need the strength to come out with their story or to overcome similar circumstances. So we definitely want to give it up to her for that. Thank you for the gold boxing gloves, Pink Tech. And Precious Peachy, how you doing? Says hello, happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you as well, bestie. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start on segment one. Segment one comes from the video credit goes to 70s celeb. I've never heard any of their contents. We're gonna hear this for the first time together. But the title stood out to me. It said Gene Deal exposes rappers who allegedly faced Diddy's initiation ritual. The Baby, Meek Mill, and more. Now remember, Precious Peachy, thank you for the gold boxing gloves. Remember, y'all, something said on our show is alleged. All things stated is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So we will listen to this and see. We'll just see. I don't know. I don't have anything to tell you guys about because we just diving in. We're gonna listen, all right? Jerome, my man's Jerome in the building. How you doing, brother? Grand rising to you. Precious Peachy, thank you for that rose. I appreciate it. Jerome, thank you for that heart me. Oh yeah, remember guys, you seen your heart meets first and foremost. Thank you. Thank you. That serves as your check-in for the platform. But make sure you go back and click this orange heart. Do your list of duties that it presents you with on there. Go back, hit claim. I think you just got to send a heart me, send a gift. It's one more thing. Oh, and leave a comment in the live, and then you get to get your points, right? So make sure we do that. Right, Lauren? Let's jump in with both feet. Hey, bombs away, Geronimo, or whatever we can say without getting flagged on here. At this present time, I don't know what we can say. Even a joke gets taken out of context on here. So let's see. And this is the baby that they're showing. Is at a party by a pool.
I thought it was gonna be cold out here. It feel good as hell. Nice and proud.
But this just sent straight from Philly. The Philly MC said they want that smoke, so we're gonna see what y'all got. Meek Mill, you ain't got nothing but air and opportunity to show them how it's done.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets, and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time.
There was a time where I was sipping lean,
Justin
I
Bieber.
was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry and people in the world. I started valuing the wrong things in this business because there was things dangling in front of me. If I get this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy.
Meek Mill's got to deal with what he got to deal with based on the relationship him and Puff had.
Ever notice how so many young rappers' success stories start in the same kind of room? Mansions packed with people, red cups in hand, legends in the corners, and Diddy smiling like he's about to change your life. At first, it all looks normal. A young Meek Mill at a Grammy party just seems like another rapper who made it. Diddy shouting out Philly feels like a mogul giving back.
Sister,
and Justin Bieber admitting he relied on substances seems like another child star meltdown. But step back and a darker picture emerges. The same parties are now tied to federal accusations against Diddy involving coercion, alleged freak-offs, substances, cameras, and people who didn't have the power to say no. What once looked like celebration now reads like the first steps of a ritual that bound young stars to Diddy's world, leaving them to navigate the aftermath for the rest of their careers.
He got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory. But for a dude like Diddy going to jail and spending all that time, I'm not saying it's going to be rough or nothing like that because his former president of Bad Boy, Kirk Burrows, with the federal jail. You understand? Lil' Kim with the federal jail. So, because the type of dude he is, he'll make it. He'll be all right. And plus, they're going to send him to a camp, bruh. He'll be in somebody camp or somebody dormitory, whereas that it'll be real light for him. So, he'll see the streets back again in 24 months. He'll be out within 2 years. It seems like a lot saying 50 months and everything like that, but it's not really a lot. Not at all, bro. It's not a lot at all. You know what I'm saying? I know for executive, somebody who's been a jet setter, somebody who's been going all around the world, been in all kind of, you know, stadiums, galas, and living in mansions. You know,
thank you
there's
for
a
that
lot of
heart, me
people
love. I
who lived in
appreciate it.
mansions that's in federal jail. You know, you got Senator Melendez from Jersey in jail. You got a lot of them in jail doing way more time than him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be all right, man. I think that, you know, he got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen to me, man. What people don't understand is they look at the Mann Act as only being something about prostitution. There's different sections. If you read the Mann Act, it talks about coercion. It talks about somebody being beaten. It talks about a lot of different things in that Mann Act that gives people a lot of time, because you could get up to, I think, about 135 months for that Mann Act. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's keep in mind now, Big Gene, not to dox my man's, nothing like that. Not to dox him. But he used to work for the law enforcement people up in New York. So when he's telling us about these things, as far as what you can get and what all the Mann Act entails, that's where it comes from. He's a former officer. I think it might have been parole or something like that. But in any event, he worked with the law enforcement people in New York. Jenny said he'll be fine unless he gets himself in trouble doing stuff while in there. Yeah, in which he has to some degree on certain things. You're right, sis. But I wanted to say that so people don't think that he's just spitting out random things. Like he's knowledgeable of what he's saying.
I'm saying? You can get up to 135 months. That's close to 10 years, I think, or better. So it's different versions, it's different sections in that whole act based on what they call relevant conduct.
Hey, Trina,
that you
good
do
morning, Bessie.
in that stuff.
Said no lies detected.
He beat people. He drugged people. The judge even
We love
said
TikTok Shop.
You understand? The judge spoke about coercion. And no matter what what you call them people, the jurors, you know, said and thought and everything like that. The judge spoke about his coercion, his relevant conduct. The judge spoke about, you know, mitigating circumstances. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the judge spoke about.
You know, he paid for his freedom. Trina said facts.
He got caught with drugs.
We love TikTok Shop.
Never got charged with the drugs.
Yeah, the two jurors that was on the document.
That's why the judge said relevant conduct. You understand? He got caught with guns.
We love TikTok Shop.
Guns in the house with the serial number. The judge knew that. You understand? Relevant conduct. You understand? That he didn't get charged with. The
right,
beating
TikTok
of James,
Shop rocks.
hitting him in the head.
Lord said, love TikTok Shop.
And all that stuff of
For
Cassie.
sure. Yeah,
all those things, they probably couldn't. I don't guess they could have charged him with them, but it came up in the trial. All that's relevant conduct.
What Gene Deal can't get over is how light Diddy's punishment looks compared to the allegations tied to his name. He says Diddy got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory. For someone who saw those parties from the inside, 50 months doesn't feel like justice. It feels like a slap on the wrist for a man who allegedly spent decades turning luxury into a hunting ground for young artists and vulnerable people. What the streets call freak-offs, the law calls violations of the Mann Act, transporting people, feeding them narcotics, and exploiting them while they're too high, drunk, or desperate to fight back. And that's exactly what federal prosecutors now describe, moving people around, using substances, power, and money to control them. Suddenly, those parties where Diddy is shouting out Meek Mill, where Justin Bieber is spiraling on pills, and where other young stars are caught up in the chaos don't look random.
Yeah, hey Trina, he came into our live yesterday.
Pattern.
He actually came into our live over on YouTube yesterday.
Kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, they remember.
Look, check it out. We did that back. We did that back in the '90s. You know, when you and your girlfriend or ladies, you and your boyfriend, y'all getting ready to step out or whatnot, and y'all dress up alike. You get me? Like me and my kid's mother. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. My kid's mother and I, you know, we would have Tommy Hilfiger shirts on, some Tommy Hilfiger jeans, shoes matching. Right, Trina, twinning. Like you step out like that, right? And understand that's cool. That's you and your boyfriend, or you and your girlfriend. Mario, what up, son? Y'all go and follow my son Mario UGC. Give him a follow right now. Dimple Cheek said that was a '90s thing. We all did it. Right. Exactly, Pink Tech. You take pictures. You get me? Like y'all, it solidified. Y'all was a couple. Y'all was an item. And let's keep it $150. Ladies, y'all know sometimes your man was popular in school, and you had to let the other females know that was yours. Guys, let's not pretend like we was all of that in a bag of chips. If we wanted the men, the other boys to know in school that was our girl. You get me? And it was. We had no issue showing you the handwork if you try to get at them, right? So, but that was the thing. But that's okay. That's okay, right? Pink Tech said it didn't always work though. That's true. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. I don't want to get because you know that I know that I know and that we know together, right? So, but yeah. Unfortunately, it don't work all the time. But it's definitely an item. It don't look good when it's two guys doing it. I mean, it's cool, you know, you and your homeboy, yeah. Y'all would dress similar, like you might have one team starter jacket, your homeboy had another team starter jacket. Yeah, that's cool. Or if y'all was in a group, maybe like a hip hop group or a dance group or something, y'all matching, okay. But not to go out. Not to go out together. Because you see, guys, that's sending the wrong message to the ladies. You get me? That when you and then to top it off, I would, man, if I would have known that he was gonna talk about it, I would have had the picture for y'all. Exactly, Pink Tech. No, not a good look at all. Not at all. I wish if I'd known he's gonna talk about it, I would have posted the picture. When you had Meek Mills and you had Diddy dressed alike. And then you had some what do you call those little person in front of them. It looked almost like it was a family portrait. Now I don't know who was the supposed to be the male of the relationship and the female relationship. Judging from the audio, I think Meek Mills was the female because y'all remember the audio. You know, my coffee almost came. Y'all remember hearing the audio. Gross. Y'all remember hearing that. So I'm inclined to say that Meek Mills was the female of the relationship, and that Diddy would be the man, and then the little short person in front, the little person in front, I guess was supposed to be like their kid. I mean, that's just what it was giving off. Big Mel, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about, man. They had like the tiger, like stripe, like orange and black stripe uniforms. I mean, matching outfits on. Listen, man, nah, can't get down like that. It's just, and the words like Pink Tech said, not a good look. Period.
Hey, listen,
Trina
man.
said pecking
my
order.
dudes in Philly.
Pecking.
I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit.
Y'all are crazy.
And they probably embarrassed.
Thank you for the live, son. I appreciate that.
To see that Meek Mills,
thank you for those gold boxing gloves, Pink Tech.
Guys that came out of there got caught up in this Hollywood. It's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something get you. These guys never set out to do all this. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be
Let's go back. Let's think about the video
with Diddy,
where Meek was signing the contract,
but he
and how Rick Ross was looking at him, y'all.
Back in Philly, Gene says people are embarrassed. Meek Mill was supposed to be the one who beat the system, turned his bars into Bentleys without selling his soul.
We're going to pause it right there. I've just been told to give a PSA by the Mars, the greatest moderating team on TikTok. So let's go with this PSA, y'all. Check it out. We got gold boxing gloves as the gifting goal right now. We got 38, but we got a goal of 75 to meet. So we got to make sure we get those, 27 in it? That 27, and my math might be off. I'm off. I know I'm off. But y'all get me. Let's meet that, okay? Let's meet that. And also, meet, not meek. Meet, okay? Meet the goal, all right? Also, keep double tapping. Keep double tapping that screen. If you haven't shared out the live to at least 5 people, could you take the moment to do so, please? We greatly appreciate it. Let's try to get this word out here and get put in that algorithm so more people can get up to date and caught up on what's going on. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you want to click that orange heart right there and go ahead and get your subscription. Let's go ahead and make this thing happen. Hey, son, I appreciate the gold boxing gloves. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining today. How are you doing, by the way? I haven't called to check up on you in a while. You doing right? You know the talks we done had. If need be, we can discuss this off the platform, but I got faith in you. Say I'm good. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. You know what's at stake. We done had this talk. All right, son. I love you to life. I love you to life. Pink Tech says daily ranking shows you are in the top 80%. Hey, let's give it up to y'all. Thank you. That's a team effort. Y'all put me there. Let's go ahead and drop this camera down a little bit more. I don't know what's going on. All right, yeah, y'all put me there. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Listen, we can do this, y'all. We can do this. It's a team effort. You see my face up here, but it's all of us. It's all of us, all right? So thank y'all so much for that. I appreciate it. Hold on, I got a phone call. Nope. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I don't have your name stored in the phone and you call from a number, chances are I'm not gonna answer it. You just send me a text first, let me know who you are, and then you can call from that number and then I'll answer. But if I don't have you saved in here, forget about it. And don't expect to call back to find out who you was neither. So if you're in an emergency, send a text first. Okay? And then let me know that's you calling, so then I'll pick up. All right? Trina filmed me. She said same and exactly.
Instead, they watched him get pulled deeper into what Gene calls Hollywoodish, the exact circus older heads always warned about. Gene doesn't sugarcoat it. In this business, reaching that level of power and status comes with a price. In his eyes, Meek didn't just pay with rumors. He paid in real time, in rooms and situations the public only glimpses through coded tweets, nervous interviews, and secondhand stories. Suddenly, Diddy's invitation to come up and see how it's done doesn't feel like a simple opportunity anymore. It feels like the start of a deal where the fine print is written in favors, silence, and consequences you can never fully undo. Even if the courts ultimately give the man orchestrating it all only a few years behind bars.
Diddy could promise a producer, if he's in a homosexual act, that he could give him a Grammy. What kind of power, who he doing, or what he know, that he could get that done? That's some kind of spooky shit, bruh. No disrespect. That's real spooky. If he could promise somebody. And good thing the kid didn't believe him, because if the kid would have believed him, he might have got his booty hole tore up. So my whole thing about it is, listen here, man. He has to have some real power, but he showed us his power. Remember at the BET Awards? Remember when they was trying to go to commercial? And he said, "Nah, we're not going."
Nah, Trina, yeah, not Mike.
Whoever done that, bro?
He would have, exactly.
The people from going to commercial.
Hey, you want to go boxing gloves, son?
Diddy, bro. So he has some kind of power at one time.
Once Meek was standing next to Diddy, Gene says his role quietly shifted. He was no longer just another rapper chasing a cosign. He became a walking billboard. Diddy would point to Meek as proof of what he could do for a young artist. Look at his position, look at his power. Then he'd dangle that same dream in front of the next hungry kid, promising Grammys, fame, and access.
Given what we know, hey, Deb, how you doing, bestie? Given what we've been told or what's been stated, is it appropriate to use the word dangle when you're talking about Diddy? I'm just saying, can Tootsie Roll dangle? I'm just saying. What do y'all think? Does that? I don't think it coincides with each other. Bellaby said nope. Oh my God! Hey, we just having fun over here today, y'all. We gonna wild out today. Trina said something too short. Shout out Too Short. Oh my God, boy, woo! I can't, y'all. It's good to be around people that's crazy.
That's how an initiation ritual becomes a pipeline.
Oh no!
Yesterday's recruit turns into tomorrow's sales pitch.
Pretty much just being shopped around, a Diddy and another male.
Oh my God, y'all got me crying over here laughing so much.
I would wonder if he's white or black, and if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with, and there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith.
Well,
he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business?
Diddy dangle.
There's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy.
Yo,
that's black.
I got to come up with a sound effect.
That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that black that Rat Pack, and I don't want to even say their names, but they said I got their names wrong last time.
I don't know who he's talking about.
What's his name? Kushner. What's the other guy? Leonardo.
He talking about Jared?
Yeah, his name.
Kushner? Is he talking about?
Man, I don't keep up with these cats, but I heard that it's not. That's not only
you got Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, you got Ashton Kutcher. Kushner. Okay.
There's some other tapes out there.
I forgot about him.
Too with him. And him doing some things with some other people.
Beneath it all, Gene says, is leverage. He claims explicit tapes from Diddy's world are already circulating on the black market, featuring not just rappers, but actors and A-list names, and that people are actually buying them. Federal reports back this up, describing seized digital devices and alleged freak-off footage from Diddy's homes, fueling a fear that somewhere out there are hard drives full of nights no one ever agreed to relive. If you believe Gene, it's not just that Diddy could point to Meek and say, look what I did for him. It's that he could, at any moment, press play.
They know him. A lot of the people that been in those parties and seen probably some unscrupulous that went down and was like,
unscrupulous. I looked that word up. I've never heard of that before.
I hope they don't got me on tape. They feeling a certain way. So they're not going to speak on nothing until
it's not got that gold, guys. We need 25 more gold boxes.
You got to realize when Homeland Security get their evidence together,
keep double tapping.
They're going to send agents
tapping and clapping.
You understand? They might send an agent out to me. Yo, what do you know? What have you heard? What have you seen? What's been going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, did this happen when you was around him? Did this happen back in the day? That's what they're going to want to know. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to send investigators out. They're going to send people out for anybody that they can get some information from to help their case. So those celebrities ain't going to say nothing. You know, you got your man Stevie J speaking on it right now. He'll be one of the first dudes that they'll probably pull to the side.
I've been hearing Alfonso Ribeiro's name a lot the past few days.
Man, I heard you on TMZ say that he never did this and he never did that. But ain't this you?
Double G said, "Yep, same."
If those
I'm telling you,
pictures or
it
those
might be leading up to something.
films or anything like that exist. You know what I'm saying? That's what they pay those agents to do. So, of course, I don't believe that none of the people who are his celebrity friends is going to.
Dimple G, we gonna date ourselves, bestie, but it's all right. We're gonna do it for the sake of the conversation of what we're talking about. Bringing up Alfonso Ribeiro. Let's remember, back in the '80s, he was the one in the Michael Jackson commercials. Remember, and we know how big of a global entertainer, an icon that Mike was back then. Jenny, you remember? You get me? So in order to get that position, you had to something had to shake. Something had to shake. That's all I'm saying. Then when she said, I was born in the early 2000s. She said, I'm Backstreet Boys. In sync. Oh my God, Double Cheese girl. I love you to life, girl. I love you. You are so funny. Man, y'all, she be leaving voice messages, voice text, and they be so funny. She be having me over here cracking up. She don't even know it. Jenny said, wasn't he in Silver Spoon too? Absolutely. He was Ricky's friend. That's enough. See, Jenny was back there with us. She know. Yep. Dimple Cheek said, I'm a flower child, old 52 in 3 weeks. Hey, we're going to celebrate that too. We're going to celebrate that too. Yeah, Lori. And so then he was in Fresh Prince too. And so a lot of the major things Alfonso was in. I know I'm going to stopping it, but hey, when it comes to us, I want to make sure we let the people understand, better yet, overstand where we coming from. Tater, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day at work. Dimple Cheek said the Pepsi commercial and Silver Spoons is what propelled him. No lies detected. You know? Right, sis? She said, nah, we gonna connect the dots. Exactly. We gonna get you where you need to be. We gonna get you where you need to be.
Speakers say nothing until they're either contacted or they know what they really got.
So you feel like they might be worried that they might be on tape at one of Diddy parties doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing?
Mind you,
I think that the celebrities that may be worried is because what Lil Rob said.
Of Diddy
Lil Rob said in his affidavit that
things.
Diddy had every room taped and bugged. Diddy had, yo, bro, can you imagine? He had every room taped and bugged, and they found little bugs and little tape recorders. I mean, little those micro projectors or whatever like that, or video cameras. They found them in the house, bro. So by them having those things in the house, and people know there's drugs, there's alcohol,
Trina's implicated.
Loose
Jenny
women,
said Molly Brown
loose
said
men,
that Lisa chick had rooms bugged too. Yes, she did.
Woman
If you was a part of our live yesterday
what makes it
on
darker,
YouTube, y'all know what Jenny talking
is that
about.
Everyone important knew. Industry figures like Stevie J allegedly watched Meek being mistreated and exploited, and instead of intervening, they helped cover it up. Those tapes don't just threaten one man, they threaten an entire ecosystem. In Gene's words, there's enough footage out there to bring the whole industry down. And now that Diddy's trial is over, he believes some of those tapes are slowly leaking. One possibly featuring Meek. That's the part nobody wants to say out loud. The ritual isn't just about what you did. It's about who recorded it, who stayed silent, and who's terrified of what happens if it ever hits the internet.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets. And
again, they're playing a clip where it looks like it's a press conference, and Meek Mills is crying as he's talking. But in this line of we'll say freelance journalism, this is what keeps to see him crying like that. But then you think back to the audio allegedly of him and Diddy, you gotta wonder. Now, it's a YT guy behind him with glasses on. And I swear for cheese and crackers, I have seen this guy recently when it comes to some political stuff. And he looks like he's a Democrat. If that's who I think it is, he's a Democrat. Now, again, if you was present for our broadcast over on YouTube, our live broadcast yesterday over on YouTube, we heard Molly Brown. Molly Brown. Yeah, Molly Scott Brown. Yeah, we heard her say it's both parties when it comes to this Epstein thing. All right, she said that. I believe her word because she had to go through this stuff, right? And so when you have that world and then you have the celebrity things that's going on, and now I'm telling you all, I think that guy, we see him now. The guy that's standing behind Meek Mills, we see him. I know I have seen him on some political shows. And he is a Democrat. That's what we do here. We're going to call out wrong when it's wrong. We don't care a party that has nothing to do with it. And I'm not saying that he has done anything per se. I haven't seen him as far or heard of him as doing anything. But the saying goes, you get close to fire, you get burnt. That's all I'm going to say.
We try to be better, but they labeled us felons,
sis.
send us back to
both
jail.
Are guilty.
I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
For a long time,
I just don't know if he's crying about that or is he crying because he's thinking about what happened
inside
on the
jokes about freak-offs,
before he had to go
but you
sit
can
in the
hear a
heated
shift
pool
when
with
Meek
his
talks
booty.
about how
That's
they
what I
tried to
don't know.
throw him back in jail over a minor issue and how he fought it tooth
Dimple
and
cheeks
nail.
is sad,
On the
but true,
surface,
guilty by
it sounds like
association.
typical probation
Facts.
drama. Through Gene's lens, it reads like pressure. Once you understand how
Big
much
Mel,
leverage a man like Diddy allegedly holds, tapes,
you get where I'm
stories,
coming from.
favors. Suddenly, Meek's tears don't sound like simple frustration. They sound like someone who knows he could be pulled back under at any moment if he stops playing along.
Meek Mill says
man,
he
what
will
we just
pay
say?
$100,000
What we just
to
talking
an
about, fam?
investigator to find out why his name is being tied in with the Diddy allegations. Back in February, Diddy was sued by a former employee for a the lawsuit included redacted names, and fans believe that Meek Mill was one of those names. The lawsuit was filed by Rodney Jones, and he alleges that Diddy told him he had relations with an unnamed rapper. The footnote of the lawsuit claims that that rapper is from Philadelphia and dated Nicki Minaj. At the time, Meek Mill tweeted denying the allegations that they were talking about him. He denied being gay or doing any drugs, and he made multiple tweets.
Hey, y'all are still in my prayers, niece. I pray that y'all are doing okay. I pray that the Lord, our Lord and Savior, is putting his confident, consoling arms around you all. I've been seeing, I've just been staying on the outside, you know, and being respectful, but I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for y'all, niece. I love you, girl. All right? Let your father know I love him. Let your mother know I love her. Let your sister know I love her. Let everybody know I love them, all right? And I'm keeping y'all in my prayers for sure. Jenny said, whatever happened to his lawsuit, Lil Rod? So now, you know, when Tyrone Blackburn pulled this stunt that he pulled, it kind of pushed it, it halted it. So I don't know if they're going to continuously go forward on it. I don't know if he's got to find a different legal representation or what. Oh, you said, you talking about Meek? I don't know. I don't know what Meek is. I think he just trying to. He really want us to jet out. He wanted somebody to Men in Black us so we can forget about what we heard. I think that's what Meek want, because he was adamantly trying to go on social media and prove that he don't swing that way. And he even saying that, you know, he put money on it. You know, somebody said or found out who leaked the audio and stuff like that. I mean, I have my doubt. I think it's Nicki Minaj, but I won't talk about her because she's got her own situation going on right now. Dimple cheeks, I didn't catch that. You said not Men in Black, Will Smith. Hey, pew. Block it out of our memory. Jenny said, yeah, I remember. He was real vocal, but he ain't said Nathan recently. Right, because I think and again, this is just me. I just think that he knew it wasn't gaining ground. And I tell you what messed him up even more. Even in the midst of trying to say that and prove that he didn't go that way, Tater said, laugh out loud. I was thinking the same thing. See what I'm saying? I think what really didn't help his cause is not too long after the audio. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go wash my ears again thinking about it. But not too long after the audio was dropped, we got the video. Remember he bunny hopping on the tennis court? Y'all remember? I'm not losing my mind, y'all. This is actual things that happen. And as a man, anytime you see a man bunny hopping on a tennis court, dressed in pink, don't get me wrong. Men can, I don't care what nobody say. Men can wear pink. If I got the right shirt and it's pink and I got the outfit, I'm gonna rock it. I'm not questioning my masculinity. I like to look good when I go out. You can ask my wife. I tell her all the time. She tell you take forever to get ready. Hey, let me tell you something, man. When you step out, you representing not only yourself, but you representing the person you with. And furthermore, you don't know who you gonna bump into. And for me, I've just got it in my mind from being on the road and wrestling all the time. You don't know what fan you got out there that's gonna see you at a store. You get me? I remember back, this was what, 94? 94. I had a job cleaning. No, I'm lying to y'all. It wasn't 94. I'm lying to you. It was 97. But I had the job cleaning these condos in Buckhead. If you're from the A, you know what Buckhead is about, right? And so one day I'm I'm going to work and I'm on the elevator. I got all my janitorial stuff I need. I call it janitorial, but I guess you can call it maid service or rooms. I don't know, whatever. I got everything, all my cleaning supplies. How about that, right? Yeah, a Buckhead is that's the rich one. And a Bankhead, which now that you brought that up though, Big Mel, that's wrong. The rich area is Buckhead, and you would think $1, $1. But the poverty-stricken area is Bankhead, as if they can go to the bank. I mean, they don't have that much money. That's really crazy. Sorry. My mind has a mind of its own. But when I showed up to work, I get in the elevator. I got all my stuff I'm gonna need. I got my dust buster. I got my mop. Got the bucket. I got my spray for the marble counters and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? I knew what you was getting at though, Big Mel. You was on point. You know. And as I hop in the elevator getting ready to close. And I remember I had brought my mother with me to work and my little sister. And so we in the elevator and the doors is getting ready to close. But as they're getting ready to close, this guy is running towards it. So we catch it and leave it open for him. Get seeing y'all. And guess who it was? Key Sweat. Baby. He didn't look like Key Sweat that y'all girls be passing out over. He looked like Key Novis Sweat. Like he wasn't shaved, hair wasn't done, ain't no makeup on. It wasn't nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you something. My mom still almost had a heart stroke over there. She was marking out. But his condo happened to be like the fourth or fifth one on the list I had to clean. And as I go to clean, he's home. We just the same guy from the elevator, right? And so he just cool people, man. But I took that as, you know what? You never know who you gonna see. You never know who gonna see you. And I ain't saying you got to be dressed to the nines all the time, but pay attention to what you look like. Care about yourself. You get me? But I mean, he ended up being the coolest person ever. Like he wasn't on no I'm a celebrity type stuff. I'm at home in my house. I can be me. I get that from Bobby. Bobby was that way. At home, man, Bobby was. If the world got to see Bobby at home, he probably never would live down that reputation. But he's just cool and open. You get me? So, yeah. You got to make sure you look right. So, but anyways, back to what I was saying. Going to, yes, Brown, Trina, yes. Yes. But like, when you got some white Phil Drummond tennis shorts on, and you got a pink polo on, and you got your hands like this, and you bunny hopping, you know what? You ain't even got to turn in your black card. It's not gonna be accepted anywhere you go. You don't you can keep it. We don't even want that card back. All right, and I say that even for some of my white tee friends out here. They say you can't even you do no longer have your black card. Forget about it. And so that happened, and so I just think that it don't work out for him. It just don't work out for him. Dimple Cheek said Bobby took a lot of crap and blame for Whitney and her usage, but folks forgot who she is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna get back to the audio, but yes, you are right on that, Dimple Cheeks, because a lot of the way Cloud had put her out there is she was the darling sweetheart, innocent sweetheart, America's innocent sweetheart. But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the real her, and she played her part great. It got her a lot of fame and fortune, but yeah, that wasn't her. It was long before Bobby even came along. You know, it's just, to be honest, Clive didn't want her with Bobby. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it a $150 with y'all from behind the scenes. He didn't want her to be with Bobby. But I think, and no shade to Cuz, man. You know I love you. If you see this, you know I love you, Cuz. But I'm you know, it ain't nothing we, you know. I think what it was though, I think Whitney found in Bobby some familiarity of what she came from. From what I seen, Bobby loved her and her perfect imperfections. And like I said, it was only a couple times we've been around them. In fact, the couple of times was out in Alpharetta, at their house in Alpharetta. But the thing about it is they just loved each other. They realized, hey, we're two imperfect people, but we have a lot of the same common interests, and we love each other. And regardless of how the world feels about us, and dog us, and have their own type of judgment on us, we can always come to each other and know that the other one will have open arms waiting to console each other. And it was beautiful. I always say this. I've said it before. You've heard me say it before if you've been rocking with us for a while. You've heard me say this before. I'll say it again. The downfall to Bobby and Whitney's marriage is the fact that they allowed the world inside their home by doing that the TV show. Yeah, Jenny. I'm telling you all up close and personal. The fact of everything was good until that happened. Everything. Don't get me wrong. They had their spats and their different things as any normal, pretty much, relationships happen. Yeah, Pink Ted, reality TV beginner stages. Yeah. And I think I told you this before. They live right down the street from you. Back then. Like literally right down the street. So that's what I say on that. And so when it comes to Meek Mills, I don't know if he's really crying because he's really passionate about what he's saying and talking about, or if he just remember what he gave up in order to get in that position that he's in. And that he could be traumatized by that. I'd understand.
About this, completely denying that he had any sort of personal relations with Diddy
Trina,
in that way. Now, many months later, as Diddy is still being investigated, Meek put out another tweet. He says, I want to hire an investigative team, $100,000 cash, to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill's name to Diddy's case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy, something not right.
That's why Meek's online reaction to the Diddy rumors hit so hard when Lil Rod's lawsuit mentioned a Philadelphia rapper who allegedly dated Nicki Minaj. He could have stayed quiet or let his lawyers handle it, but instead he took to social media, offering $100,000 to anyone who could investigate and shut down the story. while ranting about how his name kept getting dragged into Diddy's mess. He denied ever having an intimate relationship with Diddy, but the panic in his posts spoke volumes. In 2025, most fans don't care if a rapper's personal life is unconventional. They care about whether there's footage of them being coerced, humiliated, or exploited.
Pimp C tried to tell us about this, y'all.
The whole brake pedal came off. The first day, I never seen no car the first day the brake pedal came off.
So right in the middle of that storm, Meek posts a video showing the brake pedal of his brand new Cybertruck
Thank you for that,
falling off,
P-Tech. I appreciate
claiming
the
it knocked him
boxing
out.
gloves.
The internet does what it always does. It starts connecting dots. Is it just a freak coincidence? A Tesla quality control nightmare? Or is it exactly the kind of strange accident people expect in a world where billionaires, blackmail tapes, and federal indictments swirl around the same small circle of names? We don't need to answer that. Just picture a man who climbed all the way into Diddy's inner circle, now driving with faulty brakes, constantly looking over his shoulder, and throwing money at anyone who can prove the worst parts of the story aren't true.
Sounds like not picking up phone calls. I ain't no friendly anyway, though. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't had no type of effect on me. Like, I barely called. I ain't called.
Baby talk.
When I was on top, I ain't called. Before I got on top, like, I ain't really that type. Like, I'ma eat what you that type. I'ma eat what I regardless, so I know that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I get down. Like, you know, and that's kind of like that it eventually I adapted and that just became my approach.
The way Meek tells it, his fall from grace wasn't gradual. It was like someone flipped a switch. One controversy, and suddenly the same labels, promoters, and stars who once couldn't wait to stand next to him stopped returning calls.
Hey, thank y'all.
Overnight, he went from sold-out shows and chart toppers to being treated like he never existed. That's what this system does when it decides you're no longer useful. It chews you up in public, then spits you out in silence.
Told y'all.
The message to everyone watching is clear. Your spot is conditional, and it can disappear the moment you step outside the lines.
So the baby sat down with Shay Shay and said that he was at a party at Diddy's house. He made very good mention to say that Diddy took a strong liking to him.
I remember that.
Diddy liked him so much that he put his arm around him.
I remember that interview.
Drew him in close. And he digged him so much that he got rid of everyone else. And it was only 15 people left. And 2 of those 15 were Jay-Z and Beyonce. And then Beyonce came up to him and presented herself to him and introduced herself to him as if he didn't know who she was.
Jaguar Wright takes it a step further, saying Meek didn't just get generic industry attention. He got...
I believe that. Now, remember, we said it yesterday. Y'all got to remember, Jay-Z is a cuckold. If you don't know what a cuckold is, go and Google it yourself, find out for yourself. I ain't going to say it here. You ain't going to blame me for being nasty. But go and look it up. But I told you that yesterday. So, hey, Big Man, they ain't gonna get us caught up in that. No. You go look on your own. That way you find out you did it on your own. Can't blame us for it. But so the fact of hearing him say, the baby say that Beyonce was basically offering herself up to him while Jay-Z and Diddy was there. We clearly know Diddy is a cuckold. We know that. So, you know, birds of a feather. So, I don't find that too outlandish. Now, I know some of the what do they call Beyonce's fans? I can't remember what they call them, but y'all might find that hard to believe, but hey, sorry. Dimple Cheek said that's why it truly boggles my mind how they have Beyonce all version on her. Yeah, she's not. Beehive, that's what they call it, Beehive. Thank you, Tori. Yeah, her Beehive people. Look, you're not gonna like it, but I just gotta. If I'm not honest, what am I doing up here? Right. So this is what it is. That's what she do. That's and I'm not saying it's something she wants to do, but that's what is going on, right? Marshawn said, I think it's a power trip. I agree with you on that. No, I totally agree with you on that. And you bring up a valid point. It's control, it's a power trip.
Noticed by Diddy, and suddenly even someone on Beyonce's level was positioning herself around him. Whether you believe every detail or not, the dynamic she describes is familiar. Once a young rapper is marked as special by the right power broker, the entire ecosystem shifts around him. Big artists, brands, and gatekeepers start orbiting, not because they're in love with his bars,
just keep double tapping that screen, tap it, clap, share. If you care, remember, only share the 5 at a time, please.
That's the early stage of the ritual. You're flattered into thinking you're chosen, while everyone else in the room already knows where it usually leads.
And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship.
She's talking about Justin Bieber.
And gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours.
We've seen that video.
He'd already been to the hospital. That situation Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact.
Pause. I gotta let y'all know something else. Diddy was looking at Cassie before he even got with Cassie. Before she was 19. If you pick up what I'm putting down. Jag is just saying. He had been looking at Bieber long before Usher brought Bieber to him. Allegedly. Marshawn said they always do. Hey, no lies detected. Hey, Tori said facts. Y'all, we giving it to you real. This is what we do. If it's your first time here, welcome. This is how we get down every morning. Just a little coffee and conversation, that's all. What? Hashtag, I'm going to say it. Marshawn said they be grooming. Exactly. Jeannie said, Clive wrote in his book, they gifted Justin Bieber to him. Just listen to how the context of that sounds. They gifted Justin Bieber to him. Do you hear the demonic, satanic ritual dialogue there? Like, come on. They telling us what they do. Tater says sad. It is. I give you that. I give you that, my love. It's very sad. It's very sad, and especially because, like we were saying, people go out there and with the mindset of living their dreams out, and before they know it, their soul has been has been sucked out of them. It's completely now they fall down this dark place because not only has their trust been compromised, but other thing has been violated, and it's hard to recover from that. And I think it's just like Sis was saying earlier, that's what causes a lot of them to turn to the D-rugs and the drinking. They gotta escape, trying to escape that.
That Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him. They promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler.
Froggy99, welcome in. Thank you for the heart meat. Thank you. If you seen your heart meats, please make sure you go and claim your points. Click on this orange heart and claim your points, please.
What kind of
if you're tuning in on YouTube, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button and click that little bell icon so you'll be notified when we go live.
And put him in your place so it ain't gotta be
The Justin Bieber story fits the same pattern, just in a different genre. Jaguar Wright alleges that Usher, who had already been through Diddy's world as a young artist,
Make sure you claim
eventually
your
served
this
Justin
orange heart
to
right
him,
here. Click on that.
like passing a golden child down the line when your own shine starts to fade.
Hold on,
it sounds
y'all.
insane until
we got to give it up. Let's pause for a minute. Let's give it up and recognize Tater. It says Tater has watched live for 400 minutes. That means she has been rocking with us for quite some time now. She's dedicated to the cause. And I appreciate that. She's somebody that's close to me, somebody that's very important to me, somebody I care a lot about. And so thank you for that love and support. I appreciate you.
Till you remember the facts Justin later admitted. A teenage pop star shuffled between older male superstars, exposed to adult environments far too early, and self-medicating with hard substances just to cope. He spoke openly about using drugs to feel happy, because the life everyone envied was consuming him from the inside. Look at it together. Meek's sudden isolation, Justin's pill spiral, and Meek's frantic attempts to distance himself from Diddy. And it no longer seems like random misfortune. It looks like what happens when an initiation machine runs the same play on different faces. And every time, the house still wins.
We really don't know what was said, but the kid said he told him, this is somebody I admire. This is somebody you got high aspirations for, that you want to be like. Look and see what he doing. This is what you should be doing too. Wow. That was crazy.
This is the part of the story that feels less like gossip and more like strategy.
Showing pictures of,
the allegation isn't just that a wild tape of Meek exists. It's that Diddy allegedly used it as a sales pitch for someone else. That's not sex. That's leverage. If you believe that account, Meek's most vulnerable moment wasn't just recorded. It was weaponized to convince someone else to go along with the program. In that world, your body stops being yours the moment the camera comes out, and your reputation becomes a bargaining chip in someone else's deal.
No
champagne
doubt.
was spiked, son.
That's
like,
real spill
all
right
the champagne
there,
was spiked. Everybody was past. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks.
Hey, TikTok shop. TikTok shop is amazing.
Like, Daddy,
go
when
shop on TikTok. Buy all your essentials on TikTok shop.
And then
Immediately go buy something, y'all.
Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all. I was like, this Diddy. So I'm finna put the squeeze on.
The former bodyguard's story sheds light on how a night like that allegedly unfolds. Drinks are spiked, everyone loosens up more than they intended, and adult workers are brought in while a young rapper is pushed further past his own boundaries, until, as he recalls, Diddy steps in to take the final piece. That matches the pattern federal prosecutors and multiple lawsuits describe in colder language, using substances, power, and environment to blur consent until saying no is nearly impossible. It also explains why someone like Meek can insist online that he would have fought back if anyone tried him, while fans remain convinced something happened behind those doors.
Right now.
When you're that outnumbered, that high, and that controlled,
Keep him off
there's
of
no
us,
real
bestie.
way to fight back.
I don't want to see a black man in jail. But I don't care nothing about Diddy going to jail.
That part.
That's a big difference
Huge.
to me. I never want to see a black man going to jail based on the circumstance, based on the situation, based on he may not have the legal team, because a lot of us get railroaded. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us get railroaded.
Real
so I don't
spill.
never want to see no black. You know, yo, that's what these cats gonna be saying. Yo, they want to see a nigga. Nah, bro. I fought to keep guys out of jail for 27 years.
Mm-hmm.
But do I care about him going to jail? Nah, I don't, bro. I'm sorry. God just gonna have to take that off my heart. But that's my enemy. He made it clear. He made it clear when he was sending niggas at me, when he was doing shit, when he was setting dudes.
Now hold on, we already know that, but I just want to make sure we stop and listen. Because for the past few broadcasts, we done told people, just because Diddy is incarcerated, don't think he don't have people on the outside that will carry out his intimidation tactics. We've said that. You've heard him admit it. You just heard Big Gene admit it. So, again, what we bring to you, listen, just listen, think. Use your third eye, think.
When he was, when he cursed Wolf mother out, when he set Wolf up to go at BMF, and it became my enemy, bro, as well as I became his. So why should I care? He did a whole lot of shit to a whole lot of people.
And that's the part
and
y'all
now
don't be,
he's paying for it.
Forget.
So all these cats, I guess y'all get y'all visitation rights. Y'all, some of y'all can get y'all conjugal visits right with him. I don't give a shit. That's how I feel about it, bro. Mills got to deal with what he got to deal with based on the relationship him and Puff had. Dressing alike, being cozy, Puff calling him daddy, saying little innuendos to him. People are looking at that and saying Meek Mill is wrong for saying no Diddy. But you can't tell a man how to spend his money and how to make love to his wife or his Diddy. They came recently. What? This happened a long time ago. But they recently just made a statement that they found loads of cocaine. I wonder what they did with the cocaine because they didn't turn it over to the police.
Shop.
They say they found loads of cocaine, razor blades.
We love TikTok
They said
Shop.
that the sheets were bloody, nasty. They found a whole lot of used condoms.
We love TikTok Shop.
And it was a Diddy party, giving in Meek Mill's honor for his birthday. I was like, yo, wow.
That's why Gene sounds so serious and emotional when he talks about Diddy now. He says he's not doing this for views or clicks. In his words, Diddy is his enemy, and he believes he has been targeted for years because of what he knows and what he's willing to speak about. Gene says he has seen the same pattern happen again and again. A young person, either from the streets or a comfortable background, gets invited into a powerful circle. They are pressured through a dark process, secretly recorded, and then controlled for the rest of their career.
I quit.
From that point on, they are promised success while also being threatened with ruin. So when someone like Meek starts breaking down in interviews, spending huge money on investigators, or even shouting no Diddy on stage, Gene says none of it surprises him. To him, that's what it looks like when the pressure finally becomes public.
15
and when someone realizes they can't escape
heartbeats.
What already exists behind the scenes.
If you've already sent one, it's not going to work.
$1 million right quick.
15 people who haven't sent heartmeets.
$300,000.
We got 15 minutes to get that. We need a heartmeet a minute from 15 different people.
You know, I'm sure those insurance companies that he has that mainly, y'all don't know is the one that be paying those things
Reggie
out.
the Rat Wright Jr. talking.
Educate y'all on is usually your company insurance. Companies that pay them out and make the decisions when you have the business insurance or the businesses, you have the different type of insurance that make you pay out the thing. Because by the time you have all the different lawyers and stuff involved, it's just as quick to settle a case. So that's unfortunately is what's happening to Puffy. Everybody's going to come out of the woodwork.
Again, if you hadn't sent Heartme, please send Heartme. We need 14 different people to send a Heartme
in
order to hit this flash goal.
I don't believe about Meek Mills. I'm a Meek Mill fan. I don't know what happened. I noticed when he talked about it, though, Meek Mills didn't deny it. Like I said, I don't want to believe that that is true, but I'm one of those like y'all. When don't say you motherfucking crazy, I ain't never did no like that.
Daybreak 76, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Smoke.
We need 13 more, 13 different
with that
people
fire
that haven't sent
and so,
a Heartme. We need
I'm
you
not
to send one.
saying Meek Mills was involved in that thing. I'm not saying Usher Yeah. Or Justin Bieber and all of them.
I don't like Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Puffy
What he's saying
turn
is
out
true,
to be our
but
modern
I
day.
don't care
Oh,
for
y'all
him.
about to get mad. He gonna be our modern day Michael Jackson.
He's the partial reason why Pac is no longer
Reggie
here.
Wright Jr. breaks down the darkest layer, how the legal
Allegedly.
system turns stories like this into business. Lawyers circle a Diddy type case, knowing decades of money and a long history of paid silences are at stake, which is why wild details leak but few make it to trial. Most truth gets chopped into settlements, NDAs, and headlines. Meek offering $100,000 to clear his name, Lil Rod's explosive claims, lawyers circling Diddy like vultures. It's all part of the same machine. Pain in,
I
profit out,
agree with
clarity
you on that,
optional.
I believe
this
that.
isn't just about one Philly rapper. Meek, the baby, Justin. They are
Right,
all
Laura. Yeah,
different
you
faces
sent yours
of the
already.
same story.
We need
Young,
people
valuable, and
that haven't
caught in a
sent one.
system that turns talent into leverage. Allegations
We
of
need 13
racketeering,
more.
coercion, and transporting people for adult
Invite
work
your
read
friends,
like
tell
a
them to
legal
come in and send
translation
one.
of what insiders have warned about for years. An initiation machine disguised as opportunity. The scariest part is how many helped it run. Security looking the other way, lawyers turning trauma into settlements, other artists staying silent to protect their own careers. Stack the lawsuits, leaked freak-off tapes, Meek's panic, the baby's exile, and Justin's substance confessions, and it stops feeling like conspiracy. It starts feeling like policy. Every cosign, covered-up party, and ignored rumor suddenly looks different once you see it as part of a system. And the real question isn't just what he did, it's who helped him do it.
All right, let's give it up to 70 Celeb. Let me give him a follow. I'll give her a follow. I never, like I said, it's my first time, and I like that video too to help her out as well. Rochelle, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. Listen, we need 12 more. We need 12 more heart me's. We need 12 different people who haven't sent a heart me. Send a heart me. We got a flash goal we got to meet, okay? We just need 12 more heart me's. 12 different people send in your heart me's. Philly moves. Hey, how you doing? Philly in the building. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that, Rochelle. Monique, thank you for the heart me. H4L Wrestling Podcast. My brother Chris. Thank you for the heart me. Where have you been, man? You doing all right? You doing good? Hey, man, I love you, man. I love you to life. I hope all has been well with you. I'm here like my life. Look, hey, we'll take a victory any way we can get it, right? Hey, y'all, we need 10 more heart me's. We need 10 different people to send heart me's. I appreciate y'all. Look, I know that first segment took longer than what I expected it to, mainly because I kept stopping and talking. So we're going to go ahead and transition to the second segment right now. And this one, again, this is another content creator that I haven't ever heard about or heard of or anything like that. So the name is Jay Marvelous. So we're gonna listen to what Jay Marvelous got to say. But the title of his is Ray J made a deal with their group and realized he made a mistake. Let's reread that. Ray J made a deal with their group and realized he made a mistake. Little brother, welcome in, welcome in. Now, here's the thing with that. I don't know. Haven't listened to it. We're listening to it and reacting in real time together. However, we talk about that elite society or group pretty often on here. And we tell you that, people make deals with them, people take oaths with them, and they have to carry out what they agree to. And when they don't, it could result into some grave consequences. I don't know if that's what they're going to cover here, but this is why the title caught my attention. It seems like Jay Marvelous might know what he or she is talking about. So let's find out real quick. That part, Lori, You get pneumonia. What do you say? Pneumonia. Shout out to our homie Jamil Peterson. Pneumonia. You get pneumonia.
Alright, y'all. Ray J took the oath and reaped the benefits of fame.
Here's to 1.5 million earbuds sold. Love. God is good.
Ray J got his start on the nepotism side of the game. When Snoop Dogg got his start in 1993, he introduced the world to his cousin Brandy, who opened the door for Ray J. In 1995, Ray J signed his first record deal to Elektra Records and released his first debut album, Everything You Want.
We need 10 more heart
In 1997, Ray J started his acting debut when his sister Brandy invited him on her show called Moesha. After starring on this show, he would become a cast member of the television show One on One, where he played D-Mac. But once that TV and music money ran out, Ray J had to get down. In 2001, Kim Kardashian's mother sold her to the Norwood family for a debt she had to pay. A video will be released of Ray J and Kim Kardashian doing.
Remember, the heart means also serve as your check-in. It lets the platform know you are actively engaging, and it looks good for your channel as well. Okay, so when you post content, if they see that you're actively engaging, then they'll push your content out more. All right, so it helps everybody. Okay, it's a team effort here.
Some explicit thing. Around this time, Ray J was one of the first few celebrities to participate in this humiliation ritual.
How did you as a family, but Sonia, really you as the mother, feel about the Kim Kardashian Ray J sex tape? Because I haven't seen you since then, so I know this is old business.
Okay, it is
well,
old
Wendy
business.
got straight to
At
it.
some point, we're going to get beyond this, hopefully.
Yes.
America.
Uh-huh.
But as a mother, I was very upset. Like I could have killed him, because one of the things that when you are dating someone, they were dating for 5 years, they were in love. I saw that as a love factor, and I've always said, what you don't want people to see.
Oh yes, Pink Tech, I miss it too.
How much you love someone.
I mean, she was the real McCoy.
It somehow
she asked those questions that people are afraid to ask
nowadays. But my point is, and Ray J hates to hear me say this, but I'm gonna say it. With all of the hoopla about it being Ray J and people trying to blame him, did you see him on the cover of Playgirl?
No, she got her jump off from it. But we love it.
Did you see him in the centerfold of Playgirl? Okay, so I think that the question should be directed elsewhere.
Oh.
Okay, what about that? Hey, wait,
for the record,
I mean,
it was nice watching.
Where's the line?
After Ray J and Kim Kardashian leveled up, he would receive a multi-million-dollar deal from Koch Records. While he was signed to Koch, he would release 2 of his biggest songs of his whole career, Sexy Can I and One Whip.
Hey, that was a jam back in 2000.
But Ray J wanted more. In 2012, Ray J was spotted out in public with singer Whitney Houston. Most people found this relationship to be strange and staged. It wasn't until 3 months later, while dating Whitney Houston, she would meet her demise. On a TV show called Big Brother UK, he told the truth to Stacey Francois. Ray J would publicly admit that it was his fault Whitney Houston had passed.
Oh my God, you are so funny to me though. That made me cry. But when I walked in, I'm not going to front, I was just like, oh my God. I was kind of like, I was shook.
I know y'all heard that with me.
Very shook.
I was the first one in the house.
I know y'all heard that with
me. Last time I seen you came to my house. That was the last time, right?
Yeah, I was at your house a bunch of times. And then it just got worse.
You didn't hear that wave running? Do I need to rewind it?
It was a horrible time.
It's something that nobody...
And that's why we're here at this time together.
Something that nobody can explain. It's like...
Lord, I heard it more than once. You see?
What?
Yeah. All of that happened?
No, that's not. At this time together.
Something that nobody can explain. It's like... It's all my fault.
What?
It's all my fault. All of that happened?
No, that's not.
No.
What do you mean?
Okay, hold on.
It just got worse and worse.
That was the last time, right?
I was very, very shook.
Hold on, we'll go back.
Oh my God. I was.
Whitney Houston had passed.
Oh my God.
Stacey Francois. Ray J would publicly admit that it was his fault Whitney Houston had passed.
Oh my God, you are so funny.
That part.
You have made me cry.
That part right there,
When I walked
brother.
in, I'm not going to front. I was just like, oh my God.
Now listen, he gonna say it. Now, this is from the show. While on the TV show, listen.
First one in the house.
I have questions for you. I just want to ask you.
Last time I seen you came to my house. That was the last time.
Yeah, I was at your house a bunch of times. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. It was a horrible time.
It's something that nobody.
And that's why we're here.
Listen,
something that nobody can explain. It's like it's all my fault.
What?
Yeah. It's all my fault. All of that happened?
No, that's not.
No.
What do you mean?
And having done it now, this is my second
This was my fault. Yeah, I wasn't there. But we'll talk later.
Lie, he was there.
Yeah, they did. It was all my fault.
Oh, did they?
I don't want you to say that.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
Ray J would then go on the radio and diss Fabulous, but expose the industry at the same time. He would talk about the gay mafia that runs the music business.
I got a 20-foot square, 20,000 square foot crib. I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool. I got an indoor basketball court and an outdoor basketball court.
Smack him over the phone, Ray.
On the phone that like niggas, and they gon' that nigga. Bring that nigga over and spit in that nigga booth.
All right, Ray.
Oh my God.
This is why he
After
got
doing
pneumonia.
the deed for the higher up, Ray J would be rewarded for his dirty sin.
Right,
they would
Wade?
give him his own
Exactly.
electronic company called Raytronics. With this company, he would go on to sell scooters and earbuds that would gain him millions of dollars.
Here's to 1.5 million earbuds, so love. God is good.
You got a minute and 33 seconds, y'all. We need 10 more heartbeats.
If you get sleepy and you like watching TV and you like, man,
We got 41 people in here.
You go down like that.
If you haven't sent the heart me, please hurry up and send the heart me. I appreciate it. We're trying to hit this goal.
And then, if you want to go like this.
Just in, yeah, that one. I was looking like
this is serious.
He would then go on to support Donald Trump and the gay by bringing his own day to gay pride called Ray Pride. After supporting the rainbow community so tough, they gave him his own agency called Gagency. Ex-Death Row artist Danny Boy would expose Ray J's secret affairs.
He like, yeah, and he say, Ray J said. I'm like, here we go. He say, Ray J said, you tried to get him to do some gay shit.
We got to get Danny Boy on the show,
That's
y'all.
what Ray J said to the barbershop.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, you hadn't came out yet. Okay.
I came out in that barbershop. Oh, should I say we came out?
Hey, thank you, little brother. I appreciate that.
And say I forced you in some shit. So, first I say was, yeah, we did this, I did this,
Right.
you did this, you did this, and I started pointing around.
Yeah,
the room
wait,
since we
Danny
talking
Boy.
about-
Right.
I mean, I ain't know we was talking about gay shit. I thought we was talking about freaky shit.
Right.
Because if y'all, whatever y'all want to call it.
Right.
But since you want to throw the gay shit on me.
On me, right.
Since we all here, let's be honest and tell them how gay we all was together.
Yeah.
And then got mad. Because first off, he couldn't whoop my ass.
Okay.
Because I said it.
Well,
and I was light on what I didn't really say what we did.
Right.
Like if I say all the shit that I know the that niggas be doing and shit, man, you wouldn't be calling me no motherfucking sissy and yeah, boy, shut the up.
After realizing all that glitters isn't gold, Ray J wanted out. When everybody was locked
that got
inside of
poison,
their
huh?
crib, he decided to go live
Precious
and
PG,
expose
thank you
the
for the
industry.
finger
Now
hearts.
he
I
broke the
appreciate
oath.
it.
Spend our own money because it's like if a label gonna give us some money, we need M's to like really attack. So instead of that, we got hundreds of thousands to invest to like kick this shit off. Once we kick this shit off, then we'll come and do a JV deal. But like we ain't asking nobody for 300,000, 500,000. They're like, come on, man, we ain't there like don't play us like that. Man. If I need a few 100,000, I'm gonna put up. P gonna put like the whole group gonna put up. You know what I'm saying? And then if it's hot, we get the
Shout out to Precious Peachy. She became the title
We're not
grifter.
begging for nothing from y'all motherfucking record labels, man. Y'all treat us like slaves. Putting it in 360 deals, you get money off everything they make, even if they started a dentist company, or even if they motherfucking had a child and a child made, you know what I'm saying, some money off her business 10 years from now, the 360 deal hold for that too. That's corny.
They would punish Ray J for making this statement and make him humiliate himself publicly for the rest of his career.
If I had on a wig, I would want to date myself. That's how happy I am with myself. But I don't.
Are you? Pause. I got to show you all I got to tell you all the imagery that they're showing, because one of the things we have always stated on here, that if you know what to look for, you can already identify what the celebrity is doing and pledging right there in front of you. And so right here, you have Ray J. He has a baseball cap on with a D. Looks like a Detroit Lions logo. D. And then it has horns. Red. It's a red hat, and then it has the horns on it as the devil. All right. So if I'm just using my kindergarten brain, I would think that D didn't stand for Detroit Tigers. I think it stood for the Devils, barring it has two devil horns attached to the side. All right. This is what I mean by we just gotta use our third eye. All right. We gotta pay attention to the picture that's in the picture. Right. And so when they're talking about humiliating himself and that being the ritual, and then he has his hat on, that is him publicly announcing his allegiance with the elite society. I don't know how much more clearer we can make that for you all. We're doing the best we can, but we're going to need y'all help in receiving to y'all. Got work to do too. So you got to pay attention to it and understand, y'all, they do this when you're watching the award show. They do this when you're watching your favorite TV show. They do this in commercials. Like I said before, when you're out driving, out and about in your city or your town throughout the day, and you see all these different restaurants and shops and stores and stuff, some of the big company conglomerates, in their logo, if you pay attention within their company logo, they're already showing you their affiliation with that group. You just got to know what to look for. Okay?
Coming out of the closet?
No. I was just
When will you?
Recently, Ray J came out saying some crazy things about Diddy. After exposing his truth, they were trying to take him out with pneumonia. Let me know what y'all think. Did Ray J get down with the program, then break the oath, or did he just play the game? Leave your comments below.
Let's get. Let me give him a follow. Jay Marvelous. I think he covered that good. I think he presented it good. I'll give him a thumbs up to help his video get out there. Right now, we're sitting on 730 likes. It has 20,372 views. That makes me excited because that lets me know that there's a plethora of people out there who understand, who's getting the message. Look right here. And I missed this, but look what somebody said. 30 seconds into the video, they said checkered floors. If you know about the black and white, the checkerboard, we spoke on that before. Another sign. I mean, this is. I mean, I'm just. This makes me proud. This makes me proud that that some people are getting it. So now, that also could add more context into how we get to this pneumonia thing. And I hope Jamil don't mind us using that word, but I think it's great. It's clever. So I hope that you all can understand why that particular, him being hospitalized, he's out now, but him being hospitalized and them saying it was pneumonia, this is what we were talking about. Because you got to remember, he was saying some things prior to this about Diddy sticking his key in Ray J's back door. I think that's safe. I think I presented that good. And so they may have, okay, you talking to me. You there you go again. You tripping. You telling too much of the business. You telling too much of the inside workings. So we got to quiet you. Now, how many times did I tell you all? Ray J, his thing is I think he has an identity crisis within himself. He want to tell the truth. He want to stop doing what he took the oath to do and do the right thing. But at the same time, he want people to think that he's tough and hard and all of this. So he go around acting like he gonna do something to people when he really can't. But at the end of the day, he's trying to prove to himself that he's some kind of strong man, because in all actuality, he stay grabbing them ankles. And so I think that this is just an identity complex right there with him. He's got an identity crisis. But hey, this is another part of the after effect of when you choose to sell your soul. Yeah, he got to be. Wave Runners said he got to send them booty bandits. Right. Right. It's just what it is. Unfortunately, Big Tiff in the building. How you doing, love? Thank you for that heartbeat. I appreciate you. So that's what that is, people. I'm gonna leave that alone. And again, y'all, like I tell you before, I continuously tell you, we do not gatekeep information here. If there's anything that we've covered or played that you would like to go back and listen to, maybe you didn't catch it all. Maybe you missed some things. Maybe you need to slow it down and have the ability to rewind and go back and listen again. No problem. No problem. Just get at me, send me a message. I'll tell me which one you want, what segment you was talking about you needed to hear again, and I'll make sure you get it. All right. I'll make sure you get that link so you can go and watch it. Toby said, the Bible says, whom you serve is your Lord Master. So he's serving the devil, whatever the devil tell. And then W told me in the live, exactly. And capitalize exactly. The entire word. That's exactly what's happening right there. I mean, there's no other way around it. There's no other way around it.
Trump is talking about.
All right, y'all. Third segment. We're gonna go. This is our man's Marad Morali. Okay, he's talking about there's no hope for Diddy after this update. I don't know. I can't keep up with all the Diddy updates, so I don't know what this one's about. I don't know what he's done. Let's just listen. Let's just listen, and then we'll have, I believe, one more segment. And yep, we got one more segment after this, and then we'll be done with today's live. I won't be doing a live over on YouTube today. So what we'll do is we'll just take this live, and then we'll drop it over into our YouTube. So if you came in late and you would like to see the show in its entirety, it'll be posted over on YouTube. Sis, if you could go ahead and put the YouTube channel name up there so they can go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel over there so they can see it as well, I'd appreciate that. All right, and so let's just go ahead and get started to see what Marad got.
Trump is talking about Diddy is never going to be forgiven. Okay, Trump coming back to whack this man again is giving me everything. It's giving me life, because that means that this man is going to have no way to be released from prison. Diddy really thought that just because they had common enemies, which was the Comey family, James Comey, Maureen Comey, that, you know, he was going to be in the good gracious lights of Trump. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Hey guys, it's Marad Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where Trump is not feeling Diddy at all. Reports are coming out today that he's been speaking about speaking about Diddy once again, and he's talking about how Diddy is never going to be forgiven. Trump has pardoned a lot of people over the past year and a half. And so Diddy thought that he was part of the team. He thought that something was going to happen. He must have been having a great time when Maureen Comey got fired and, you know, James Comey was about to go to trial and et cetera, et cetera. All of that was about to happen. And he thought that, you know, he's going to win this, come out triumphant, because he was ready to do his Madison Square Garden concert, which is what Mark Agnifilo was saying. But now that's no longer going to be happening, guys. And Trump is talking about how Diddy should not be forgiven for his actions. Sean Diddy Combs, who was serving a 4-year prison sentence, has asked Donald for a pardon. We know that that pardon is not happening anymore, but it's been reported today by prestigeonline.com that Trump has been talking about Diddy and how he should not be forgiven, and that he has no plans, double downing, no plans to pardon Sean Diddy Combs whatsoever. It's not going to happen. No, I don't see that. He doesn't deserve to be forgiven. And so, you know, this is great news, because Diddy deserves to be in jail for his crimes, because I feel like he's an absolute villain, coming like Joker from Gotham. That's exactly what this is. And when he gets out of prison, it's going to be a big scene of madness, because he's going to be coming after everybody one by one by one. That man works.
They're showing the video when Diddy had on the perm wig and had on the red lipstick. Y'all remember? We covered it. Remember? Hold on. When he said this.
He's the only one that can call me Sean. Him and my mama. They're the only two people that can call me Sean. Yeah, you can call me Sean because we both named Sean. Both our names is Sean. But he's the only one that can call me Sean. Him and my mama.
And then he kept flipping his hair and doing stuff like that. You know, y'all haven't seen it? Yeah, you got to go and see it. Diddy did that. Lori said it ain't fixing to happen. Nah. Dimple Cheek said, make no mistake. Hold on 1 second. Make no mistake, that decision is tied to Epstein. Girl, the way you be stating the truth, boy, I know you be hurting feelings. Jenny said he wore the black lace shirt. Yes, that's exactly what he's wearing. Yep. Yeah. Wade Running said classic clip. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Toby said, no, laugh out loud. I promise. I promise you. He I don't know what made him do it.
On his get back, he works on his lick back, and it's definitely going to be happening. How he only got 4 years when he was facing life, and his assets
oh my God.
are not, were meant to be seized. I think it's insane how he's not grateful for that. But to be honest with you, his assets have become.
Now he's in the picture with oh my gosh, he's on MSNBC, and he used to be an activist. He used to have a perm. He was big back then, like bigger in size. Now he's skinny now, and he's older. Oh my God, I know his name and I can't call it. But anyway, he just kissed him on the cheek. Diddy kissed him on the cheek. It's gonna come to me. No, not Jesse Jackson. What's the other one? I think he was like in the same group with Jesse Jackson though. I can't think of the name. That's it, sis. That's it. Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton. That's who that is right here in the picture, in the video. Yep. Diddy kissed him on the cheek. Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking
because
about.
Because TriStar are now involved, and they don't even let the children get what they want in this day and age. Everything has to be sent for permission, invoices granted and declined, and TriStar are slowly chipping away. So basically, the assets, the money, all of that has been seized. It basically has been seized. That's right, but this is great news for Diddy haters who believe that this man should be in jail, that Trump once again is double downing that he's never going to get this pardon. So whatever Diddy was planning, whatever TMZ was planning, it definitely didn't work. Diddy thought that he could sit there in prison, booty hole loose,
when Mike was
with
like,
a pen and handwrite a letter talking about, I need you to send this to Trump so he can read this like this is Hogwarts and he's Harry Potter, and the owl is going to take the damn letter and give it to him. And then when Trump reads the letter, Trump's going to get emotional and cry, and then he's going to do a press conference talking about, I need to free Diddy, when nobody gave a damn. He probably read that letter, scrunched it up and threw it in the damn bin because nobody gives a damn about you writing. I'm surprised that Diddy could even write in the first place, because a lot of these men who work in the business are also very illiterate and how people do things for them. But I'm surprised that Diddy was even thought that he could write something and he could actually do anything.
Dimple Cheeks, fully.
You're on your own in there, to be honest with you. Outside of the lawyers that you pay, because Christina Coram has ran for the hills. So outside of the lawyers that you pay and the children that really want your money, you really are on your own when it comes to this conversation. So, the fact that even Trump is talking about how Diddy should not be forgiven is also a very powerful statement, because it means that even the current president doesn't even believe that you should be getting a 4-year sentence, that you should be there for much longer. That the fact that he also has shaded Diddy multiple times in interviews talking about Diddy is claiming that he won, but I don't think that he's won because he's still in prison. Diddy ain't won because he is still in prison. He is still serving the sentence. And I think that it could be prolonged if he faces more criminal indictments, which could happen because you never really know. This is just the beginning of the damn year. Okay? Last year was crazy. This year could be even crazier. It's very possible, 100% 110% in different states. We just don't know that. But as of right now, he is rotting away at the Fort Dix. Aubrey O'Day has come back to whack him, and I'm always here for that because she stays on this man. But she's put out a statement to say that she's very worried about his post-prison life. Sorry. Let me take a break because I really be talking 100 miles an hour. Next topic. She says, I'm unsure that the amount of time that he's going to be in prison is enough to fully, solidly do the type of work that you would need to become a better person and to, how do I say this, to heal into the type of person that could be effective and good going back into life. And I'm mostly worried that a lot of money and a great spin team could create the idea that he has once again recreated a new version of himself, which is completely true. He will come out with the whole brother love like he did before. He will come out with a video talking about love. He will do charity work, PR work, and he will convince people because most people are dumb, and he will just convince them.
We need 18
and
more
he will get
confettis
put on his side. Not now, but I can see him in the next 5 years doing some kind of Madison Square Garden concert, paying other people to basically stand by him, and it will all be in the theme of forgiveness and love. This is what he will work towards. Diddy is not dumb enough to publicly do something to somebody that could damage his image even more so. He wants to repair it immediately. That's why this man hasn't taken his own life, because he feels like he can be forgiven. He can come out of jail and everything's going to be okay.
His tasty cake. He ain't doing
She continues, and this all worries me because there are people that will always be around to potentially be pulled into that. And literally what I just said,
That's
it's
Diddy
so true.
and,
People will pull into this because people are dumb. They will work. And you might be thinking, well, Moral, why are you being rude? There's so much propaganda right now that you guys are believing and reading and seeing and you don't even know. Not to mention the AI propaganda that's filling our brains and brain rotting us. Do you know? Whether you're living in America, the UK, anywhere in the world, there's so much propaganda and nationalism, and people just believe it. They don't want to question sources. Nothing. They just believe a lot of stuff. And so I think that Diddy can easily take hold of this because he still has a lot of money, pull in multiple PR companies, pay them a dime, because at the end of the day, money matters more than morals. And he will get people on his side eventually to be able to do some kind of concert. 110%. I can see that happening in the next 5-6 years, and I hope not, but I could see it happening if this man becomes free in the next couple of years when he gets out of prison. He definitely ain't going to be pardoned. This clemency pardon TMZ stories was all nonsense, and I'm glad that we never bought into it, and I'm glad that we knew that he was never going to be pardoned. But, you know, bail denials, pardon denials, it's just been denials for this man.
I appreciate it, Caribbean
I don't know what he's going to do to get out of prison early. This appeal trial that is happening in April isn't really going to do much for him, to be honest with you. It's not going to work in his favor. That's my prediction.
One more segment.
That's how I think this is going to go. Maybe you guys can disagree. Some of you guys were like, "What?" Some of you guys also said to me, "Oh, Murad, when you're speaking about Bieber or anybody else, why do you keep mentioning Diddy? Diddy is related to so many people in the industry. Like, what do you mean, bro? This man, if you do your research on this man, which you should have by now because we've been speaking about him for 2 years, he's heavily related and interconnected to so many people. Whether it's Beyonce and Jay-Z, whether it's Bieber, whether it's flipping Kanye, whether it's so many people, the Kardashians, he's interconnected to so many people. He's always going to be mentioned one way or another. That trial that we just had last year is no different to OJ's trial. It's huge. It's high profile. Stuff like this doesn't go away easily. It's huge. So when we talk about it, we're going to keep talking about it. That's just how it is, unfortunately.
Facts.
Yeah. Anyways, subscribe. I wanted to clear that up. Do subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I love this top. Come on, chest. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video. Subscribe. Join Murad Nation, please. It's just one click. That's all you guys need to do. Consistent videos, even when I'm on vacation. And I'll catch you guys soon.
Let's give it up to our man's Murad on that. And I agree with him. Y'all go on over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I mean, we've done some lives on there that's not on TikTok. You missed out. And so go and subscribe to the channel and go back and catch those live broadcasts that we're doing over there. All right, as well. Jenny, are you still in here or did she leave? Jenny, is Jenny in here? I don't have her up on the panel, so I'm not sure. She here. Okay. Do me a favor, Jenny. Put in the link, or not the link. Well, yeah. Put in. No. Don't do that. They might trip out. Just put the name of the YouTube account. All right. Matter of fact, I can just tell y'all. Go on YouTube and search G Smooth 404. All right. I'll give y'all a few minutes to do that while we go into our fourth and final segment. Oh, she got me. There she is right there. She put it up there. Y'all go on YouTube and subscribe to that channel immediately, please. Immediately, please. And that way y'all don't miss out on anything. All right? Because we're gonna rock on both platforms. When we feel like it's okay that we can come on here and talk about something, we'll have a live here. But for the things that we know that this platform is gonna trip on its own, we take it to YouTube. We take it to YouTube. So, and hey, yesterday's show didn't get banned over there, so y'all feel like we're more at home at YouTube on YouTube now. But yeah, definitely go ahead and subscribe to that channel.
Now, this is deeper than just.
All right, hold on. Let me cue this up. This content creator, I've listened to him pretty frequently. Noah Jacob TV, him and not only him. Let's give it up for him. But not only him, but his brother does good too. Bella B says she went over and subscribed to our YouTube channel. Bella B, we appreciate that. Thank you. I see you also have your news crew member badge next to your name too. So we appreciate you being part of the family. All right, we say team, but I mean family. You get me? Thank you for supporting us like that. This guy's good. This guy's good. Some things he say I don't necessarily agree with him on, but nonetheless, he gives good content, and I can't slight that. I have to give credit where credit's due. Just because we share different opinions on certain things don't mean he's a bad journalist or a content creator, right? So that lets you know right there that we got to stand true on this thing, even if it's somebody who don't share our same common views. And understand, not on everything. I mean, some things we do agree on. But so this particular one, he said censored, and that's capitalized, footage for Diddy's documentary leaked. So I don't know if this means this is what I'm assuming this is what didn't make it in the documentary, and I'm assuming he's talking about the 50 Cent one, but I could be wrong. Again, I haven't saw it. We are responding to this in real life. We are discussing it. I mean, in real time, and we're discussing it in real time. But I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. But then again, there's been 3 notable documentaries that came out, so I don't know which one he's referring to. So let's see. Oh, yes, thank you for that, Jenny, too. If you all like the content and would like to make a small donation, that is the CA right here. It's the $ G Smooth 404. You can go there and bless the donation. We would appreciate that as well, too, if possible. All right. Let's get into it and see what he says.
Now, this is deeper than just celebrity drama, than just a Diddy documentary that 50 Cent made. This is way deeper than all of that. It's the reality of the world that we live in. Now, on the screen right here, we have Allie Carter. She claims to have been a victim of trafficking. Now, we also know that Diddy has been someone that, participated in similar activities when it comes to women trafficking and the whole nine. So, title of this video right here is Allie Carter reveals what 50 Cent censored in the Diddy documentary. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Smash the like button down below, and let's just be grateful for life.
In containers.
Thank you for pinning that, sis. I appreciate it.
Of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies.
Look, we're going to go ahead and put a trigger warning on this portion of the, I know we probably should have already had done that, but we're going to put a trigger warning on this one, just on the things that she's already started out saying, okay? Just to cover ourselves, moderators. We're going to put that out there.
Babies that were 6 years old, and I'll never forget them just crying, and everybody was just staring at them. Everybody was just staring at each other. Nobody knew whether or not to move.
Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you already know that Allie Carter had been on top of this Diddy mess right from the beginning. And this new Diddy documentary just made her even louder than ever. Because according to her, 50 Cent didn't do a very good job at telling us everything Diddy did. Allie has been very vocal about the media censoring out details of what Diddy allegedly did to people, because the details will be way too graphic for people to accept. Allie has been making some wild allegations about a secret bunker, in which people who are not adults were confined against their will, while disturbing ritualistic activities were performed on them. In fact, Allie claims she was a victim of this herself. Apparently, Apparently, she was taken when she was just 15 years old, and since then, she hasn't been totally free. She said she saw young people locked in heavy metal chains while Illuminati activities were done on them.
There are 3 4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars of children.
Chill. Nah, I'm just saying chill because, like, I get it. You don't have to censor certain things on Netflix, but on YouTube, you have to also censor certain things, especially when it comes to that, age range. Which is going to go up just a little bit.
People tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children to horse stables.
Damn.
Going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang children upside down and say
Damn. All right, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to just have to say all of this is hypothetical and just storytelling. That's what this is. Just all hypothetical, non-realistic storytelling.
Ritual means,
got that, TikTok?
And they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get blood dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take their blood.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Who are these under 18-year-olds? And where were their parents when this wickedness was being done? Well, Allie never gave a direct answer to this question, but she alluded to them possibly being shipped into the country from less privileged countries under the guise of a better life. Some of the parents also knew all about it, but they didn't care as long as their checks were being cleared on time.
When I went, they tried to feed us, and I remember it because when
Pig
you
night.
have to do
Say what?
orders, jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type of jobs, you can't eat because you will throw up.
Really?
If you are doing, or if you are a guy doing it, you will shit everywhere.
But here's where it gets crazy. Once Allie started spilling all this tea, her life was threatened. Apparently, she was even listed to be a witness in the just-ended Diddy trial, but she disappeared at the last minute because strange people had been following her around to end her. According to reports, the feds officially decided to put Allie into witness protection when she posted a video telling people that she didn't think she was going to be alive for much longer because she and her family were not safe. Apparently, armed men had been paid to come after her, and they actually got very close to taking her out at one point. She actually went on live to show us a video of what her house looked like after some goons broke into it. It turns out they broke in looking for her, but since she wasn't home that day, they ransacked the entire place to send a message that they had been there.
You get pressured, attacked, harassed, stalked, and hunted down for your own information.
Darlene, thank you for that heart, me. I appreciate it. Good morning to you, love.
Victimized again by people who wanted to argue a back and forth this week like that fucking mattered. Okay, you had Stu Peters and Timothy Charles Homestead going back and forth, and nobody has even bothered. Not that I give a damn, and not that I understand that you guys are gonna be that selfish, but nobody has bothered to apologize for all the hell that has happened. But you guys were arguing back and forth, and in that meantime, we lost our home. You don't believe me? Here you go. What once was a full house, we were still paying rent on our house. What we were doing this whole time was moving everything because our house is gone. Our house is gone. This is the price. This is the price of speaking out. What was our beautiful 3-bedroom acre home on 21225 Standing Rock Avenue, because everybody has the address, because organizations that were attached to Marx, Sawyer, and many other organizations decided to put out the address, my license plate to one of my cars, and many other of my shit. So here you go. You can have it, right? Because this is what happens when you speak out. This is what happens when you tell all the truth. This is what happens when you decided to stand up for the children. And when you understand that survivors don't just get to do a seminar, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to just be and then show up somewhere and talk and monetize every fucking thing that they're saying. When you realize that that shit is bull, then you will understand. Look at the tactics and pay attention. Pay attention. I'm still not asking you for a damn thing but to wake up. I'm not asking you for a damn thing but just to get outside. I don't give a damn about money, numbers on my platforms. You can can have all of it. You took everything. The only thing that I give a shit about right now is the fact that there is a baby in the way. There's babies in the way. There are people that I love that I can't get out of the way. What am I supposed to do when the people in the authority that you're supposed to go to, you can't go to them?
Now, the thing is, Allie wasn't surprised that the feds didn't take her seriously. It's a well-known fact that these people are bought by these elites. Her main problem was the fact that regular folks were also calling her crazy, when all she was trying to do was bring their attention to the nastiness that was going on behind the scenes.
Nobody ever thinks about the victims. Nobody. The victims' lives get turned around when the predators' lives want to just get announced. You slap them on the wrist and you bring up every source of trauma for the victim. But nobody wants to stop and think about that. We're not talking about the victims that are still going through this right now with other people who are running to cover their and deleting their social medias, pink.
Anyway, after the recent Diddy documentary, Allie was reportedly disappointed because she thought 50 Cent was going to highlight more on Diddy's crimes. But from the looks of it, he did exactly what the prosecutors did. They just wanted to humiliate him rather than actually expose the crimes he has already committed against under 18-year-olds. In fact, she took matters into her own hands by filing an affidavit in which she exposed intimate details of his alleged crimes. The affidavit named Birdman, Denzel Washington, and Young Jock as alleged accomplices. The affidavit read, "Young ones are literally set on a table and had to wait for people to come choose them for intimate acts. Once they were done having X, the young ones were placed back on the party favor table, and someone else could then come and pick them out from the table and repeat the process. I had to sleep with so many people. Fetishes were happening everywhere."
Hey, man, we gotta pause that for a minute. That was getting deep. But let's pause because of what she was talking about. And again, I owe Allie Carter an apology too. In the beginning, I thought she was telling the truth. Then I thought she was. I'm gonna be honest. I fell into the same thing that I know the elites in that group of people do, and they create a false narrative that the person who is finally coming out and saying what happened are crazy. And so I thought that about Allie. So I owe her. I'm apologizing to you now. I don't care. Somebody tag her in this. I'm apologizing to you. You are not crazy. You are not crazy. You telling the truth. And I'll tell you what. If you don't believe her, go and listen to Sasha Raleigh. He says the same exact thing. I apologize to you, Allie Carter, and again, we offer our platform if you need to use it. That you are welcome here, and we will definitely help assist you in any way we can. Because this is something that's got to be out there, and now she lost her residence. I mean, her house is gone. There's nothing in there, all because she's telling the truth. Lori said Sasha's story was rough. Yeah, it was. Again. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, G Smooth 404, go subscribe. You've got to watch that Sasha Raleigh story broadcast we did. But like Lori said, it's rough. It's not for the faint of heart. I promise you right now, you're gonna be crying. You're gonna be crying. So you might as well go ahead and get your box of Kleenex there. Get whatever you gonna need, because by the end you're gonna be a ball of tears. By the end of it, you're going to look at this administration completely different. Not only the administration, the current administration, you're going to look at everybody different. Diddy, a lot of other people. Go over on our YouTube and make sure you watch that broadcast. Lori said, crying, mad, yeah, sick, all the feel. Right, it'll have you beside yourself, like. And when I say beside yourself, I mean you'll be holding yourself, y'all both be consoling each other. I just don't know no other way to put that to you. And I wish I could say that Lori was just playing with you, but she's not. She's not. So if you're not familiar with it, go and listen to it, and then I want you to think back to what Allie Carter just said.
everywhere, and they kind of separated them into areas where specific fetishes were happening. For instance, the fetish of having X in red fluid was in one area, while sleeping with animals was in another area. I had to sit on the party favor table and wait to be chosen, the way someone would choose a gift bag off the table at a birthday party. She added, I was then told to lie on the table with the girl who was my age. Then they brought in donkeys and burros, and they made us do things with them. There were several girls who had to get down with animals while everyone watched. Now mind you, Allie didn't put everything in this affidavit, meaning there's a lot more to this mess than she's letting out. There was even a photo of Allie herself with her mouth taped, looking scared
Educational
and
purposes
traumatized.
only, TikTok.
The crazy thing is, 50 Cent is very much aware of the things Allie has been saying for a while now, and still didn't include her or her allegations in the documentary. This is exactly what the prosecutors did to her, too. So remember what I said earlier about her reportedly being taken to witness protection? Well, according to Allie, the prosecutors wanted her to testify against Diddy, but once they realized that a good chunk of her testimony was geared towards exposing Diddy's crimes against under 18-year-olds, and not just his freak-offs, she stopped her from testifying altogether. Allie said they did this because they wanted to humiliate Diddy,
right.
but her testimony was going to open a can of worms that would expose people way beyond just Diddy. And of course, they didn't want that because Diddy was their main target right now, not the politicians and other high-profile celebrities.
I heard that there was 100 witnesses
What
on
the cheddar color coat leader
and
is
I
covering.
don't know if they even got through all of those witnesses, but Maureen Comey is the prosecutor of this case, on this case in New York City, and she never asked about the children. And you know, there's so many people who wanted me to be a witness on this trial, and I want to explain jurisdiction. I know some people don't understand jurisdiction. So
As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, OMG,
Exactly.
God, please
Bella
give the
B, that's
victims
true
justice
reason.
and stop this illegal
Toby
mess.
said, I heard
He's
that there
still
was
getting away with
almost
his bullshit.
all of the
I can't
politician
stand
names
it.
on the
Another
list,
person
and
said,
Trump is
he said
one
he
of
has
the
more
main.
footage. He hasn't put it in the documentary yet. He want to make
Maggie
sure
G,
the
thank you
diddler
for
gets
that.
diddled.
Rose,
But
I
now I want
appreciate
to
it.
know
Welcome
your
to hashtag.
thoughts.
I'm going to
What do
say
you
it.
think about 50 Cent leaving Allie Carter out of the documentary?
Hey, family, like,
Hold that thought, Toby.
man, it still shocks me, bro, because now they're including animals. You get what I'm saying? And then, like, the children part is
If you are a dog lover, if you have a
very
pet that's a
much
dog,
so,
if you're a
and
dog
definitely
lover,
needs to be more research.
if you're just an animal lover in general, can you put a one in the live for me right now?
Against this for years
while we're closing out
years, even
this
before Diddy
portion
got
of
exposed,
the
like
of the
years before
broadcast.
Diddy even got exposed, which can only really add credibility towards what she's saying. But comment down below your thoughts about this entire situation.
Keep them coming.
I do
Okay,
enjoy
keep
reading
them
your
coming.
comments and seeing what you guys are thinking. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on
Let me
post
hit that like
notifications. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
All right, let's give it up to Noah Jacobs TV once again. Oh, let me like that. All right, animal lovers, people who have cats as pets, people that have dogs as pets, fish, just animal lovers in general. Let me put something on you. Okay, I tell you what. Let me start with Toby first. Let me go back and read Toby's. Oh, Taylor, you know I know about you. Hold on one second. Let me go back. All right. Toby says, I heard that there was almost all of the politician names on the list, and the cheddar color coat leader is one of the main. Let's start with that right there. Let's just then we'll go down to why I asked you all that question if you are an animal lover. Okay. Yes. Toby, I advise you to go. We did the broadcast, the Sasha Riley one I'm talking about. We did that podcast over on YouTube. I am urgently inviting you to go and watch that. All right, please, because he actually names some more people that are currently in the administration with the cheddar color coat leader. All right, so to answer your question, when you say, I heard there was almost all of the politicians. Well, he named some of them, so you can go and check that out. Now, when you say that at the end of it, you said the cheddar color coat leader is one of the main. There's truth to that too, Toby. In fact, when you go and listen to Sasha Riley's interview, after you listen to it, you will actually change your mind and perspective on things. you will actually say no longer will we refer to it as the Epstein files. It should be referred to as the Trump files. Because he says, his words, Trump was more of the leader than Epstein was. Now, let's go on because I asked you all to put ones in the live that are animal lovers or have dogs as pets, cats, pets, whatever. In that same interview that we're talking about, Famous 70 said, what's the name of the channel? On YouTube, G Smooth 404. Jenny, put that back up for me, please, sis, and pin that. We want to make sure they definitely get it and get a chance to go over to subscribe to that channel, to our channel over there. In that same interview, Mr. Raleigh speaks of the cheddar color coat leader comes to this place where he's being kept and where other kids are being kept. And he gets there and he just wants to unalive people. But some of the other guys that were there, they tell him, hey, no, you can't unalive the people, the kids. You can't do that. But if you got the urge that you just got to unalive something, well, we got a bunch of puppies in the back. And Mr. Raleigh goes on to say that they got him and made him sit there and watch the cheddar color coat leader unalive these puppies in different ways, in the most grotesque and sadistic manner. But they made him watch so that it could psychologically mess up these kids and also to put in their mind what could happen to them. In fact, Mr. Raleigh goes on to say that the cheddar color coat leader does in fact have unalivements on his hands. Unalivement of people that are under the age of consent. Now, I know you're going to have your magatards that don't like that. They absolutely hate hearing anything negative about the cult leader. But what I'm trying to tell you and get you all to do is just understand one thing. Everybody can't be lying. We've seen women say he's done things to them. And now we've heard younger men and women say that he's done things to them, or they've seen him do things, or that like he done things to them. We can say Kathy Johnson. You can go and listen to Sasha Riley. He'll tell you, and he names some of these other people that's not the age of consent in that interview. You all go and listen to that broadcast we did. Also, go and listen to the one we did yesterday of Molly Sky Brown. And she'll tell you more about him as well. These people that run in the same circles. Hell, Stormy Daniels, and he didn't do anything to her. I mean, as far as she said he didn't grape. She adamantly wants people to know he did not grape her. However, he took advantage of her. She wasn't expecting that, right? But she says like she did go to the room, and so she blames herself. But she didn't ask for what he did to her. And because she was going to come out with it, he made sure that she faced a lot of intimidation. Not only her, but her family. Okay, so now my question to those people who want to combat that and think that it's not true or take up for him, my question to you, and this is just a mature question, this is just a dialogue between you and I. If he didn't, why is he going to these great lengths to cause harm to these people that are willing to talk about it? If he didn't, why is he going to great length to make sure that these files don't see the light of day? I don't want to hear, well, Biden, because I give it to you, okay, Biden didn't work hard at bringing them out. He could have brought them out. But here's my thing with that. Biden didn't say when he was campaigning that that was going to be one of the things he done. He never said that. And I'll go even deeper with you. Biden wanted to, but Biden didn't have all the evidence. In order to bring this to light, if Biden would have tried to bring this to light, he would have to have concrete evidence and proof. And as you see, he didn't have that. And we can see why he didn't have that, because we see the current administration, the current party that has everything, House, Senate, SCOTUS, the president, and they're not doing it. But the difference is the cheddar color coat leader, when he was campaigning, said that he was going to do it. Even went as far as into signing this the act, I forgot what it's called, that they would be released by December 19th of last year. All things would be released, and they wasn't. In fact, I think it was 1% of it got released, and out of that 1%, things was heavily redacted, and it was the things that weren't supposed to be redacted that was redacted. Because so you see, and I'm strictly speaking to my Trump turdians, Trump publicans, my mindless mango minions, MAGA minions. These are who I'm talking to right now. You see, regardless of how many times you all allow this starburst colored tan man to walk out there in front of a camera and say that it's a hoax, it's a witch hunt, it's liberals, it's lefties, it's all of that, don't mean he didn't do it. That doesn't make him innocent. You should get to the point where you should know, and I'm blaming you all now because you're allowing yourselves to be corrupted by a man that has clearly shown you he don't give no F's about you. You're believing a man who says that he's for America first, and he boldly shows you that he's not. How does he do that, Mr. Breaking News? Okay, well, I'll put just one on the table. Let me pull this out the air. Let's just use this one because I got so many that I could use. Let me use this one right here. Here, you take that. Now, this is a guy who was telling Iran that if they do anything to the protesters over there in Iran, if they bother them, whatever, he would come over and do bad things to them and start basically a WW3, all right? Or a WAR, if y'all can't catch WW3, a WAR over there with them, if they harm the protesters over there. But now bring it on back home to America, because remember, America first. Isn't that what he says? Isn't that what y'all believe? Y'all believe him when he say that, right? So let's come on back over here to America. What are happening to the protesters in Minnesota? Well, if you're America first, why would you want to send our American military to hurt our civilians? If you're America first, how come Miss Renee Good isn't here with us no more? If he's America first, why is Renee Good's sons and other children not able to talk to their mother anymore? Stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. He's for himself. He's for his family, and he's for his foreign dictator friends that are all corrupt. I'm going to stop because I know this platform is going to get to me soon. So we're going to drop it right there. Just think about that. But I strongly encourage you all to go and watch those things that we reference you to watch over on our YouTube page. I do know that some of you are our avid supporters in here, but I also do know that you all wasn't present for those two broadcasts. And then you would do well to go and see it too. So you can go out and enlighten people, because I'm sure a lot of you get hit with the same thing from people that support him. And now you can go and watch these things, and you can have them at your disposal to feed to them and ask them these hard questions that they're really only going to respond with Clinton, Biden, Hunter, Hillary, Kamala, because they have no facts to go on, because he doesn't feed them facts. He doesn't equip them with facts to go out here and talk to people and advocate for himself. He feed them lies. So when they come up against us, real people who spew real facts, it's no match. They result to the name calling because he hadn't made them fully equipped, because he's not. Thank you all for joining us for this broadcast. Another broadcast, hashtag I'm gonna say it. Listen, check it out. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We got Wednesday Night Wreckage coming up at its new time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we would like for you to join us over on Twitch. Go over on Twitch and subscribe to MC3SFT9 for OCWA's Wednesday Night Wreckage. It's going to be a great night in store. I promise you, these past few shows, these past few months, each and every OCWA show has been a banger. And so you definitely want to join us for that. It's family-friendly fun. You don't have to worry about anything raunchy or crazy going on over there. It serves as a healthy escape from all of the craziness and insaneness that's going on in our world. And we would love to have you there. We like to surround ourselves with good people and build a good community. Like I said before, I'll say it again. Over there on Twitch, when you go to, and my little brother posted the link right there. When you go to his channel over there on Twitch, understand it's an extension of hashtag I'm gonna say it. It's an extension of hashtag I'm gonna say it. It's just, the community is just love, fun, laughter, joy, just enjoying each other's company. That's what we do over there. And it's the greatest hour and a half, 2 hours of our time. I'm telling you, I absolutely love it. The only thing I dislike about his show, and I only got one pet peeve of it, is that I hate when it ends. That's it. I hate when it ends, because you have so much fun interacting with people and just laughing, and we just be clowning each other sometimes and just enjoying and talking about the matches and just what happened in the match. You completely escape from the real world, and y'all, I'm telling you, that's needed. It's like, I don't even think my little brother understands how therapeutic that is. And for us, for him and I, it's therapeutic for another reason, because we are former wrestlers. So we get to see a business and industry that we were not only a part of, that we still continuously love. We get to view it from another perspective. We get to go back to be a fan again, a true fan. You get me? And so we love that. And then to have people come in and join us that has the same energy and vibe, oh man, it's a great place to be. It's a great place to be. That's right, Lord. My daughter's KK2 belt. She's got 2 championships, and I think she's defending them tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But that's all we have today. I've been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, reporting live from the newsroom. Thank you for joining us, and remember, go and subscribe to our channel, G Smooth 404, over on YouTube. If you came in on today's broadcast a little late, no worries. We got you covered. This show will be posted in its entirety over there on our YouTube channel, probably in about 30 minutes or so, all right? So you can go over and catch it there, all right? You could be anything in the world. Be somebody. I love you all to life. Peace and blessings to you all.